Hey guys! And we're live on a beautiful Sunday morning. And Calypso, I have no idea why you're alive, dude. We're doing our father-son Metroidvania series, where I teach my young fella exactly what it was like to play actual decent games, considering his predilection towards them from Dead Cells. Last week it was Symphony of the Night. This week it is the spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night particularly. Do you know what a spiritual successor is, Nick?
Not a direct sequel, but something better and neat.
Close enough. Oh, we're doing good, dude. We're doing good. All up and ready. I've got a nasty bout of hate fever because for some reason, even when the weather's good in Ireland, I still feel like ass. Anyway, yes, Nick, a spiritual successor is when the guys that originally made the game, or people that were really into the game, want to make a sequel, but they can't use the actual property itself. So they can't use the exact same characters or story and all like that. On to that note, just as I mentioned, a shout out to Dead House, the spiritual successor to the Legacy of Kain series. We're going to drop that in the chat right now, even though it's Calypso. But hey, dude, a plug is a plug, and you gotta respect the hustle. Dead House promo incoming! Boom! There we go. I'm going to get to mention that at least once an hour from now on. Oh, Calypso, I need to talk to you afterwards in the Discord, dude. Just want to chat to you about a little something that's happening with our live, with the guys' lives during the Dead House. Anyway, right, Nick, here we go. We're going to get started with Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, the spiritual successor made by the same guy that made Symphony of the Night. It was only about 20 odd years or so in the difference, if more. Right. Play the main story. Start game. Now, we're going to go down the bottom here. Oh, okay, we're not going to go way down the bottom. We're going to do my one, and we're going to go down 2. And we're going to give you her name's Miriam, so we'll just stick with that, okay? Right. Yep, Miriam. We'll stick with Miriam. There we go. Normal, hard, or nightmare? There you go. You'll find a lot of things familiar with Symphony of the Night, but you might find some differences because obviously things have changed over time. So, Calypso, why exactly are you awake at this time? I'm hoping that we're as loud as the game now. If not, maybe turn our volume up a tiny bit. Wondering how our volume is in comparison to the game, you see, because every time I change, I have to redo all of these settings. It's nuts.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness,
yeah, I think we should be good with that.
Spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence.
Now, Nick done fairly well with Symphony of the Night, so this will be interesting.
The alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power.
This was a Kickstarter game.
They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected.
Oh yeah, the dialogue in this is
As
pure
for the
cheese.
shard binders,
Yes.
they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, 2 survived. Jeeble, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jeeble is the architect of this new, bloodstained ritual. Miriam and
Roll
the
credits.
Johannes set forth from the cursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
You'll notice a minor graphical overhaul since Bloodstained, or since Symphony of the Night, rather. Just a little bit. It's got a bit weeby.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
I know. I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent, and the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead, if Jebel is responsible for the summoning.
I think he is,
to
dude.
Stop him.
And again, what are you doing up this early anyway? What happened?
He was my best friend.
A bit
But
weeby,
I'm
he
the
says.
only
Yes.
one who can.
Just a little
The
bit.
shard experiments
Just a tiny
prepared me
bit.
for combat. Let them amount to something.
Have you played through this, dude?
10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Interesting.
I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential
On my way
equipment.
to work. Oh, crap.
Now would be a good time
Well,
to
good
put
luck,
it
dude.
on.
I hope today goes better for you. You have a knife and kung fu shoes. Because, you know, that's how it goes. Like Symphony of the Night, different weapons will give you different movement things. So kung fu shoes, you'd be kicking more, knife, you'd be stabbing. You get the idea, right?
Yeah.
Not yet, it's on the list. Oh, definitely, dude. I picked it up. I got this now because of Game Pass, because it's on Xbox Game Pass, but I bought this day one on the Switch when it came
You're
out.
prepared.
It was just loved
The
it.
next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
I'll take care of this. X to attack, dude. Cerulean Splash.
Was that a shard?
Should be
forgotten
slow
the
and
way it
easy,
felt.
hopefully.
Like uninvited claws
Yeah.
scraping across my bones.
It's tough, though. It's a
The
lot
demon's
tougher than
power
Symphony
was
of the Night.
transmuted into that shard, which
But in a good
forcibly
way.
bonded to the crystal embedded. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive
This is
quantities.
true.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and
My
I'm
body,
going to
my
need all the
choice.
power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help
Oh,
me.
that's how I get back.
You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
Gotta love the animations. Yoink.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
So if you get those shards from killing enemies, you can actually change them and then use Y there just to try it. See? And then you'll get different powers from different enemies. I do love the level design though, it looks beautiful. I think you might have a double jump from the start here. Perfect. Map look familiar? Kung Fu Shoo! Don't forget the lights. Remember? One G. Can you jump on the barrel? You don't have a double jump yet, no? Yep, you can tell the music's a dead giveaway, isn't it, dude? So Nick, first impressions on just booting it up and starting it.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
Definitely similar.
More consumables. That music, it's just... Okay, so you hold like the R stick there. Hold up your hand, hold your hand up. There you go. It is a magic lock. These games are always about exploration and stuff. So, because you figured that out from Symphony, you can figure that out here. Level up! Yeah, later on there's talk like you can add them together to make them more powerful or something. Oh, jumped too early. You notice this moves as well. Oh, new outfit. Country dress! Because every gal needs a good country dress. You can equip that, I think it's country dress. Hopefully it'll be nice and quiet for you today, Calypso. Oh, you're familiar with this guy, aren't you? You remember him, do you? Oh, something like that. Yeah. Ooh, Russell. Boom. Candles may drop a mana rose when destroyed. A mana rose is a magical rose that slightly replenishes MP. I got this, dude. I had to get this on the Switch just because this is the kind of game I would just sit and casually play in the background constantly. Oh, you got a tunic. That'd be better than country dress, is it? Oh, no, it's not. Oh. From my studies, I have found the existence of the following attributes. So they're different attack types. Is it down there? Little hint, you'll have to explore the whole ship, so don't stress about it. Go whichever way feels better for you. airbend. Is that better than what you got at the minute? At the start, everything would be like slightly better. Yeah. Treasure room! A gun can be shot by equipping a consumable bullet. When you run out of that type of bullet that was equipped, the bullet will be replaced with a much weaker infinite bullet. What about accessory to that depends on what way you want to do that. That's just up and down. You're getting the hang of it nice and handy anyway. Uh-oh. The haunted cannon. Directional shard. Aim with the stick and then press right trigger to activate. Flame cannon. Test it out. Go! He teaches you how to get.
Take this! Take this!
Well thought so far, dude. You're far more quiet than you were last week. Come on, thoughts?
Sorry, it's just kind of focusing on the game.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Take this!
The Morte is French for death. Take this! Nice. Uh-oh. Ship sinking. Plug it. It'll take a while, but yeah, that works. Oh, there's one down the bottom there. Got the map. Got the full map now. Oh, you got SP rounds, nice. You have to equip the special rounds though, but I'd save them for the more powerful thing.
Seems it tracks my movement.
Yeah.
Item.
Take
what you got there. It's only doing 5 damage, dude. Check the short side. Have to get in closer, but infinitely more damage. Oh, there's go back. Looks first. Just check. You have to have Kung Fu shoes or dragon shoes. Get like spells. Special. That's some sugar. I would have went into the other. Just as a heads up. That's fine. Like Symphony of the Night. Yep. Your first save, but it also, like Symphony of the Night, replenishes all your health. See? Nice and handy. So, first impressions, Nick?
It's great. Very like Sophia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, red, peaceful, nice, safe rooms.
That's a trope that ends up getting copied in a lot of games. It's not in every one of them, but that kind of idea. It's essentially the original concept for the bonfire in Dark Souls. When you think about it, it's where you save and it restores your health. Yeah?
Yeah.
I would have used the water, the water seems to hurt him more because he's a fighter. Up. Level up. So how's everyone been keeping this lovely weekend? What y'all been playing? Oh, you need to have a better aim plan. Nice. Having the right weapons for the right enemies will make a world of difference.
Well, I was gonna have to fight that thing right now. It's probably the boss.
Nice use of your blind spot too. Ooh, you got a claim. So you different weapons, different kind of attack type. Ooh, potato seed. Corn. Captain Corn. Nice! Ooh, shard. Ooh, what's this? Head flail. Attack by using the dollar hammer's head as a flail. Ooh. You can equip that one then. You have to go into your menu and actually equip it. So, no, you have to go to shards, I think. Shards. So, Cerulean Splash or Head Flail. So you use different ones. You have a Conjure one, which is your white one. Then you have a Manipulative one, you'll get that later. Then the Directional one is the trigger one. And then there's a passive and a familiar one. Try the head flail, see if you like it better than the water. Straight away, huh? Oh, there's an oh. Whoop. Save. Oh, never miss an opportunity to save, dude. Especially in this game. Especially in these games. Never pass up a save. Busted. Yep, no. You can see on the map anyway. You can see where you've been and where you haven't been, where you need to go. Forget that's a magic. Get back. You got a whip. Is that better than the claymore? The tavern's there. 13 versus 13. Hey, Frico, what's up? How you keeping? I don't know if you seen last week, but we're doing a father-son Metroidvania Sundays, because my young fella here was blasting through Dead Cells the other week, and considering he went so well and finished it so quick and all like that, I thought we'll go through a little history of Metroidvanias. And as we did so, not only did he blast through Dead Cells and finish it on the first run-through, last week we played Symphony of the Night, and this week it is an introduction to the series where we now have this, which I'm sure you're familiar with. You've tried it, have you?
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you, and you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are. Very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
I know the feeling, dude. I know the feeling.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you. I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me... Our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity. But you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Yes, Miriam. I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me. Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen.
So have you played through this, dude?
We're leaving.
Have you tried this yourself?
D-boy, wait!
Enjoy, dude. I say that, it'll probably beat it quicker than I did. Track though. I have not. My gaming backlog is huge, but I'm working through it. Oh, I know the feeling, dude. I have so many and so much to go through. But yeah, it's on Game Pass as well. But I picked this up day one on the Switch just because I friggin' love this game. I was obsessed with Symphony of the Night, which Nick had a good blast at last week. What did you think of Symphony? To someone that has never played it before, how would you describe Symphony of the Night? Stares blankly at the screen.
I don't really know.
If you were telling one of your friends in school, like, what about Symphony, what would you say?
It's a great Metroidvania game.
What's a Metroidvania game?
I don't know.
You don't know. You're actually mastering a load of them and you've no idea what the game is. That's brilliant. Game Pass, yeah, dude, it's on Game Pass. Check it out. I keep scamming through Game Pass every week to see what all the cool stuff is, and then it just expands my backlog exponentially. Ooh, No Man's Sky is on Game Pass as well, and it's now crossplay across everything, which is epic. There's probably another save room close to the boss. I wonder where it could be. Look at the map. Yep, that's it, back in. No Man's Sky came out with my PS4, never touched it. It wasn't great at the start, we'll give it that, right? But you see from, like, the last few updates and all, the game is actually amazing. You should give it a shot. There's so much in it now, it's actually incredible. I also love playing it, like, in the VR mode. That kind of really hits the immersion on it, you know? If you're careful, this moves back and forth, so wait till it moves close. Go through there. Yeah. Get that chest. Go down. I'll just give you this one because otherwise it'll take you years to do this. Now, go to the right. It's almost like they intentionally put a save room right beside the button. Down. This one. There we go. Now. You reckon you got this?
Yeah.
My current list of games I'm working through: Gears, great one. Bioshock 2, great one. Gravity Rush, awesome. Cuphead, oh I love Cuphead. And Deadly Premonition. Man, you've got a heck of a lineup, I'm telling you. Tackle 5 at a time. Holy cow. Better man than me, dude. Better man than me. You can skip the cutscenes now.
So,
And you're right.
no. Come, Gremlin. We're leaving.
Tackle 5 at a time, holy crap. I start getting to the point where if I'm playing like too many games at once, if I'm playing like more than 2, I start mixing up the controls. I know your magic. Wait for it to come back, but you can see it slashing with your sword. Oh, it is. I like to rotate around the fuse so nothing gets stale and I don't end up burning. Well, that's true. That's always good. Go from one side to the other, hit to the extreme of that side. Game over. Come on, you got this. You got this. It's always a good idea then to not get stale. So what's your favorite that you're playing at the minute? Ooh, and what did you think of the... We've all seen the Xbox one, but what did you think of the PS5 reveal?
So, come. Gravity Rush and Cuphead. I haven't started next. Cuphead tonight. Gravity Rush next week. Nice. Bioshock games are really great. I've never played that series. Had so much fun with the original Gears. Decided to carry on with the series. It's really good. Gears is a great shooter. We'll start from that. Cuphead, you're going to have fun. It's tough, but it's fun.
Gravity Rush is just a really fun game. The Bioshock series I really enjoyed.
So,
They're great. The
come,
Gears,
Fred.
what can you say about Gears? Gears just a great series. Goodness, fun ones. I like playing it like co-op with friends. Wasted. Wyvern Tamer, what's up? Glad you get to catch this stream, and I'm very delighted to have you. Since we done last week's Symphony of the Night, this week we're doing the spiritual successor, Bloodstained, which I'm sure you're probably familiar with, or have you tried it yet? Again, spam flail. That's it. This is a very much a button mashy boss. Yep. I'll run back on the end. Oh, jump again. I've not tried it yet. I did see a few ads. Oh, it's great. If you're a fan of Symphony of Night series at all, whatever, it's definitely a must-get. Yeah! There we go, hit it. Yeah! Smash it, smash it. Whoop! There we get another power. Currently working on a post for the white. Ooh!
I saw
Cool.
it. Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Yeah! Love this.
Bloodstained.
Yeah. Congratulations, you just finished the intro tutorial. What about the white? Like a description? Or ideas?
Here.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble
No problem,
summoned?
dude. Very much appreciated.
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we
I
have
always
to
appreciate
hurry.
when any of you
This
guys
is where
get
we
to
were
show up,
supposed to
because I
meet
know
our
most of the time,
contact.
like, I stream at
All
weird
right.
hours for everyone,
But wait.
so anytime
Let me
anyone
clear
gets
the
in, I'm
area.
really delighted.
There are still demons about.
We landed the bird.
Promise you'll be careful.
Don't worry, you'll be able to go back to the boat. You can go back to it now, but there's no real benefit. Although, yeah, I suppose you could go and save it. Love the music. You can press save, save's complete. See, the other one is Thrashing Tentacle. It's an interesting one, but which one, see which one you prefer. A description of what we have. It's mainly about the Hogbull, which are like undead. Translation is the first use of white for undead. Ooh. And Tolkien's Barrow Whites. Ah. Interesting. Holy crap, Calypso, you still here, man? Awesome. For some reason, my Streamlabs OBS never actually shows accurate viewer counts, so it's kind of hard to keep track. But I'm always delighted for all of you to drop in. I love the little animation bits like this. Chip, so you'd nearly enjoy just the soundtrack of this, man.
Thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the
I
church
have a
sent me.
feeling the translations
exorcist.
kind of let it down a
And we're
little.
lucky to have you, Dominique.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important. But you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger.
Dang right.
She deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jebel is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder, after exactly 10 years.
You're right. It is
Interesting.
strange. But the church doesn't get to
Have you
drag
any idea
Miriam
what's
into
going on
this
in
just
the
because the
story?
timing is odd.
A bit.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jebel my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
The drama.
Pardon me? Oh, hello there. Are you alright?
Oh, it gets worse, dude.
We didn't mean to ignore you.
This gets to some novella
alright,
levels
thank
of stuff later on.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name. Anne, you shouldn't
Anne
be
with
out
an E.
here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Okay. We're quintessentially English, we are. Come on. Don't worry, I will be making fun of the character voices. You can laugh, it's okay.
Come on, this way.
Poor Nick trying to hold on because he doesn't want to laugh on stream. Everyone had fun with you laughing last week. Don't forget, power of cheese. No, this is kind of like your weird little basey place. You have to do all the talky.
I
now.
did some looking around before.
Ooh, Casa, I mean
and this
Bloodstained.
place seems secure.
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and
Let's
I
tell you
will
why,
remain
Vertamer,
here.
you'd love it.
We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
I think it's on sale actually. If you've a Switch or
What?
a PlayStation,
We can't
it's
ask
on
her
the
to
Days
brave
of
the
Play
castle
thing,
alone.
and if there's an
Don't be
Xbox,
foolish.
it's actually on the
she
Game
is
Pass.
trained in combat. We would only get in the way.
That's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes.
Johannes.
Please don't worry.
All right. But we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time.
I'd love to know what
Come
church
back
has
if you
chicks
need
dressed like
anything.
that.
I'll get a
That's
workshop
weird.
running so I can perform alchemy for
Like,
you.
don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. It's cool,
you,
but like, you know,
Johannes.
it's not exactly a habit.
I know you're
Yeah, summer
strong,
sale is going on.
Be careful.
I will.
I was looking at the one even on the PlayStation and then on the Switch for the summer sales, and I was like, oh, I could get this and that and the other. I was like, but I'm never gonna play it. It'll end up like my Steam library of hundreds of games I'm probably never even gonna boot up. First world problems, huh? So you can give these to guys or trade them for stuff to make things. So go down. No, go down to the bottom first because you'll need to do this, trust me. Go to the left. And after this you'll go to the right. Talk to her.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
No, I understand.
Of course.
I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you if you no longer need them.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can
Yeah, you've
buy
got an
them
extra
off
3
you.
spare like cerulean.
You may
slat-
want to
slash.
keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type
There's no what?
amplifies its power. But there is a limit to how far
There's no
that
hero
can
discount
go.
here. You
And
mean there's
more
no discount or
importantly,
what?
if you carry a large number of shards,
Like kind of none,
your
of
body's
course. It is.
corruption may accelerate. But
And
I'll
which one,
find a way
Wyvern
to deal
Tamer?
with
Is
that
it
myself.
Xbox,
I
PlayStation, or
still
Switch?
recommend selling your
PlayStation has
shards
the days
as a
of
means
play.
of making money. All right. I know you're looking out for me. I think that
There's,
explains everything.
what's the name of the one on
Now,
the Switch?
What are you looking to sell?
I think you have to specifically go into the shards when to sell shards. Go back a second. That's all your stuff. Oh, but go back a menu. No, like back menu. There we go. Sell shards.
What are you
So
looking to
you
sell?
4 cerulean special. You could get rid of like 3 of them. There you go.
Is this right? Then we have a deal.
I wouldn't sell anything else yet. You want to gather a lot of them. Right here.
What are you looking
Oh, on
to
the
buy?
Switch. Oh, Wyvern Tamer, I need to message you. My friend could need to add you on Switch. Get some gaming going on. Are you sure? Because I checked yesterday. If you go into like the discounts thing, I'm not too sure how much this is discounted, but I do know there is a big sale. There's a load of stuff on offers. If you go on to current offers or something, I can't remember. The Switch, the Nintendo eShop is so terribly designed. Battle boots. I wouldn't bother doing any of that yet. You will pick up better. Little hint for most RPG games. In the vast majority of the time, you will pick up better stuff than you'll buy in the shop. There's exceptions, but very rarely. Go out of that a second, trust me. You want to go on further.
Oh, I forgot to give this
Nice.
to you. It's the key
Should
to the
start it up
building.
again. It'll be the first time
Thank
I
you.
start it up
I
in a few months.
invited
Oh,
the other
do that
survivors.
now,
They all
just
have
while you're not
troubles
doing
that need
anything else, because
resolving.
it's going to need an
If you can-
update.
I'll do it. I
There's
know
a
you
system
will.
update a little
Come
while
back
ago.
anytime. I'll be praying for you.
Dominique, what is all this machinery?
That is photographic equipment we've been working on. To put it more plainly, it allows me to capture images of real life, landscapes, people.
What? Really? Can I try it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bromide I need.
I'll see if I can find it.
Silver
Be right back.
bromide.
Ah, here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into
Craft
new
it.
items.
See?
But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use. So let's try transmuting them.
This will be very valuable.
What are we transmuting this time?
So, craft weapons, prepare potions. There you go. You'll want to make tons of potions.
I'll go with this.
There you go. There you go. Alchemy. Ooh. Apparently you can take a batwing and a bone and turn it into a potion. Alchemy. You can't make anything worth a dang yet anyway, don't worry about it. Potions are the most important bits, trust me. Come on, I want to see what happens when you get to the castle.
Ooh, I like it.
Go on. You already made your weapon. Ah. These are all things you can't make because you need these.
I need one epic one.
Yeah. And you know that's not going to be easy to come by if you only need one to make these awesome weapons, right? Anyway, come on. Let's go. I wouldn't. Not yet.
Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique so she can carry it at the supply post
Yep.
for you. I'll do my best to inform you
'Cause
of
it's
what
not
items
free.
you can make from what materials. But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and
Yeah,
bring
you'll
it
find
here.
out in the castle then.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more
Yep.
useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive.
That's an understatement.
If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us.
You mean cooking?
With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get
Did
much...
you know that, Nick? I'm an alchemist. I can take raw ingredients and prepare food. I will transmute them into food. Yeah, you don't need to go that way. Yeah. Safe. Oh no, wait, I was thinking about a different thing. That's for later. Save! Save so we don't have to go through that painful mess again. Now, I don't know if you have that axe or not. You might need to go buy it off your one. Ah, you do have it. Big, slow, but strong. That's it. Smash up all the lights in the house. Good job. Alright, come on. I want to see you get to the castle. Oh, yeah, go talk to the one. Talk to the one. These are like little side quests you pick up.
You there? It was awful. Those monsters came out of nowhere. We ran for dear life.
life, we
Where are the others?
I'm not a Monty Python character at all. We didn't even bother using the same voice actors as The Witcher. Come on. Go on, go on.
Dead, most of them.
Most of
My
them.
dear husband
The others
included.
just crawled away without their legs. My dear husband included. Come on.
Those devils have to pay. Those murderers. You look strong, miss. I'm begging you. Help me.
If it's within my power.
Oh, thank you. My name's Lindsay. What's yours?
Miriam.
You see?
Well,
I know why we're
gather
doing
whatever
right.
information I can about the monsters that wronged us. I want you to hunt down the monsters and take vengeance on them. The efforts won't go unrewarded, I promise
Very
you that.
Python-esque,
All right.
nearly. I don't know whether that was
Here's
intentional or
what I've
not.
turned up on the monsters.
So you have to kill there, yeah. Accept this quest. You'll just
My
accidentally do
husband,
those
rest in
quests while
peace.
you're doing other
Kill
stuff.
that murderer dead!
Kill that murderer dead! Kill him dead! There you go. Now the fun starts. Oh, shot! It's the shot. It is the boss toss. Yeah, that's not really that great. I know it's bone toss, but still. A melting bone. Wanna try it? Don't know how useful that'll be, but you know, there. Ooh, nice. This is a good one. Oh no, you can get the shards there. The harpies give a good one. You did. Have his head clean off. You did. I'll go up for the treasure. Bye bye, Ruth. Elf ears. And HP rounds. You bust open the door. There we go. Now you have a shortcut back anyway. Stupid harpy. Ooh, thank you for the host, Merc. Very, very much appreciated. How are you keeping? Holy crap, 4 viewers. Wow. Nice. Very, very much appreciated. You just finishing a stream? What up? We're doing father and son Metroidvania Sundays. So, as what happened last week with the young fella going through so well on Dead Cells. Last week we tried Symphony of the Night. This week it's spiritual successor Bloodstained. Greetings, guys, and while I have all of your attention, if any of you are fans of the Legacy of Kain series, I'm going to be dropping a little link in the chat to Dead House Sonata. Everyone should check it out if you ever get the opportunity. Be a free-to-play action RPG coming out. Take a look. For anyone that's interested, do not feel obliged. Just got a shout out to my boys. Hope you were all well. What were you playing? This game is sick looking. Yeah, dude, spiritual successor to Symphony of the Night. It is awesome. Oh yeah, free on Game Pass, by the way, if anyone wants to check it out, although it is on sale on the Switch and the PS4 at the moment. With those sales going on. Warzone, nice. Were you winning? Were you winning, Merc? I need to hear you were winning. Nope, keep going right. Unless you want to go back and save. Of course, but I'd keep going right. Keep pushing on. Come on, dude, you got this. When we get into the castle and stuff like that, like earlier on, it was the music in this is what's amazing. No, but it was a good stream. Well, that's good at least. Thank you very much for the follow, Bughouse. I don't play any of these kind of games, but if Merc's host, you must be a good streamer. Well, it's not just these kind of games I do. On Sundays, it's father and son streaming. At the minute, I'm working my way through Hellblade, but I play a variety of different kinds of games. I can literally be anything. So, very much appreciate the follow, sir. And by the way, guys, that one, again, for anyone that is a fan of the Legacy of Kain series, Dead House, take a gander. You'll enjoy. But when it comes out, it's going to be free to play anyway. So, hey, even if you just take a look at it and take a check. Oh, it's Father and Sunday. Yep. That's why what happened, Bug, is a few weeks ago, my young fella here, Nick, wanted to... he thought me and him could do a stream together. Because I normally have a camera on. That's why there's no camera on now. Normally, I'd have the camera on. But, anyway. That aside, he wanted to come on and do a stream, so we decided to do a stream, and I put on Dead Cells, because he'd given it a shot, and he's way better at it than me. The young fella went through and blasted... Nice secret from brother. The young fella went through and blasted... Oh, yeah, all excited, got your 8-bit coin. He blasted through and finished Dead Cells in about an hour, and I was so impressed. I'm like, do you know something? Do you know what Castlevania is? He's like, well, I've heard you play it. I was like, we need to give you a lesson on Metroidvania. And we started it officially last week, playing Symphony of the Night. It's on my videos, and it's also up on YouTube. Just look for me on YouTube, you'll find it easy enough. And then this week is its spiritual successor. And for the next few weeks, we're going to be trying loads of different Metroidvanias to see what he thinks. Oh, don't worry about the PG behavior, trust me. The few words that I don't allow are nixed out in chat. Anything else is free game. He's young, he's not that young, he's a teenager at this point. So, Nick, for the guys listening, what's your impression so far?
It's great.
It's great, that's it. Nothing else. What would you think of this compared to Symphony of the Night? I would go up, by the way. I wouldn't go that way. Go on. Your opinions?
Sure. Symphony of the Night was more pixelated. And it was kind of fun. A spiritual successor. It's still fun.
It's still fun. No, that's
but
great.
I kind of like pixelated.
Oh, you prefer the older graphics though? Yeah, it's pixelated because that was the best graphics we had at the time when that came out. Sundered is a fun game. Ooh, Wyvern Tamer. That's, yeah. Doing that. Actually, I'm going to drop my Discord in here, guys. If anyone wants to join, feel free. The reason for that is if you have a game recommendation, drop it to me in Discord, Wyvern Tamer. Because that's one I'll actually be looking forward to. Oh, Nick's 13. Why are you always saying writers? Me? Yeah, no. Knock this down. So I see this going into the castle. This is technically... I'd stand back. This is technically where the game only really starts now. All of this is gonna... I wouldn't. Trust me, you might need a quick exit. I'd leave the drawbridge down. No, talking the boathouse. Ah, right. I love the disguised loading screen there. No! No. Not Dracula's castle. Now tell me that doesn't scream Castlevania. Love it. That's it. You just destroy all those beautiful statues. Dude, you're knocking down so many statues, I'm starting to think if you're a member of Antifa. What's up? What in the hell are we playing? Bloodstained, Ritual Night, spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Yeah, tongue-tied, I'm gonna say them all wrong and backwards. Ooh, I wonder are they Kickstarters, huh? And how are you, Arbalest? What's up? Remember Legacy came from PS1. You said they're remaking it. They're not remaking it. There's rumors that there are people remaking it. No, Dead House is going to be the spiritual successor. Dennis Dyack, the maker of it, is actually the head of Apocalypse Studios, and they're making an ARPG, which will be kind of the direction that he would have wanted the Legacy of Kain series to go. No, I thought this was... Not a remake, spiritual successor. Wyvern Tamer will be able to tell you about it as well in the chat, guys. Wyvern Tamer is one of the family for Dead House. Yeah, it's going to be a free-to-play action RPG. Let me put it to you this way. Okay, think Warframe, think Bloodborne, think The Witcher. So, style of game, Warframe. Theme, Legacy of Kain meets Bloodborne. Story-wise, think The Witcher. But well, at this point, feel like I'm coming down with some crap, you too? Man, I swear to God, the weather got a little bit good over here in Ireland, and all of a sudden, like, we're all starting to feel a little ill. And people are starting to get worried about whether it's early flu season, or is the Rona trying to get to us. Man, I'm sorry, I just love the fucking background in this game. It's beautiful. Don't want to let this go here. Well, that's all we can do, really. You're our best. Plenty of vitamin C, boy. Plenty of vitamin C. Probably would have went the other way, see if there was a save. Whoop. Dang! He's just gonna reload. You don't re-get your health, but he'll reload. There we go. Well, your weapon actually paid off. Oh. You're hammering these guys. They're normally a lot more difficult. Normal. Not always, but normal. Whoop. Nice. Yeah, you need to find a save. You need something better to take care of those bastards on the jump. Nice. Stop transferring your germs through the internet. Well, that's what computer viruses are for. In felt fine last night when I watched the stream. Now I feel like I'm getting that bad head. Oh, crap. Effing bats. There you go. Dennis will be happy. Look, even a kitty made it into this game. Yeah, guys, by the way, go on to Twitter. You'll be able to see about getting your kitties and your puppers into Dead House. Anyone interested? You'll get it eventually, dude. I just love the art style. What do you guys think? And turtles, apparently. Yep, I memed that into reality, Wyvern Tamer. I managed to meme that into reality. He's looking a little pup. Oh, come on, dude. What the heck is it? Where are you chasing him? Artwork's very posh, yeah. Very posh. Well, something needs to make up for the horrible voice acting. The voice acting's that bad, I'm starting to wonder if it's on purpose or not. Did you drag him all the way over there just to do that?
Yes.
Nice! It's the blood fountain. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. You wanted the picture to see who's boss. Probably did, dude. You laugh, but he's my young fella. Lord knows what it could be. Ooh, let's see what's in this one. Whilst attempting to create my homunculus, I discovered a strange formation of white crystals growing on the subject. What is it? A sign? At long last, that my studies are progressing, I must observe it diligently and learn all I can. The crystal, I discovered, appears to be multiplying. Slowly, its corruption spreads through the cadaver I choose as a subject. It is a marvelous substance, neither entirely a liquid nor solid. As soon as I have enough, I shall begin experiments to discover it. Go! Oh! There we go. Sorted. Save. Nice one. I'm just curious to see when you get to the boss. Like we did in Symphony. I need to see it. You don't have the ability to go down there. Get busted. Yeah. The beautiful little intricate details they put into the background really make it work. Ooh, treasure. Money. There was an up there as well, I think. Ooh, what have we got here?
Miriam? It can't be.
Alfred?
Why are you here? Johannes, that fool of an apprentice should have stayed out of this.
Should have,
You
but
have a lot
didn't.
to explain for. After all the terrible things you've done?
All that is in the past. I'll not be defending my actions to you.
Don't I deserve
I know,
it?
right, Arb?
You were like a father to me.
Well, enough, child. I am here for the book. Jeeble has the book.
The book.
Talking
The book.
about-
If you don't already know, then let us keep it that way.
Alfred, how are you still alive?
I killed you.
What were you thinking in coming here?
You can answer my question first.
All that matters is that I am alive. Did you come here for the book?
Book? The Liber Logaeth?
Make no mistake. I won't let anyone touch that tome.
A tome. Someone get Jalen in here.
Not even you should touch it. Didn't what happened 10 years ago teach you anything?
I don't have time to argue with you.
Jeeble, yes.
You are wise enough not to get in my way. You know
Yes.
full well my power
It's spelled
exceeds yours.
Gebel,
place.
but it's pronounced Jeeble, apparently. I told you, failed translation. Whoop! And like a fart in the wind, he
I
vanished.
came here because something didn't feel right. But I didn't expect him.
Johannes, what is the Liber Logaeth?
It's a book the Alchemy Guild once possessed that allows for the summoning of spirits. The
Oh,
guild
yeah.
used it to
You
bring
just leave it
about
laying
the
around
calamity
places,
10
you know.
years ago. And the Shardbinder's crystal acted as a kind
know,
of
right, Wyvern?
catalyst.
A book like that shouldn't even exist.
I know. Alfred must be trying to restore the Alchemy Guild to power. But we cannot let him lay hands on the Liber Logaeth.
He said
It
Jeeble
probably
had
sounded better in the original language.
it. You know, I think I might have seen it.
It makes sense,
Johannes.
considering the situation we're in. He must have gotten his hands on it after surviving the sacrifice.
So now I have to stop Alfred too.
The funny bit is
No,
apparently this is
let's
set in
focus
England.
on Jeeble. If we can get to him and the book before Alfred does, we'll kill two birds with one stone.
Good point. All right.
Dominique might know what to do about Alfred in the meantime. I'll head back to the village and see what she has to say.
I don't even know where you came from, dude. You just magically showed up in a castle full of monsters and I'm having a cutscene, huh? I'd keep going. Unless you want to go down and save and go back, but that was a bit of a trek. Whoop! Ow, bagger. Oh, that's needing some kind of... Is that frozen? Oh no, it's just magic. Yeah, I think you have to use some of that from the other side, obviously.
Wait, why is my axe through an axe?
Stop pointing out flaws! It's not a glitch, it's working as intended, it's a feature. Obviously there's some kind of double jump you get later on or something. Lot of damage there, dude. Got any health? That'll port you back to a save room. I don't know if you should use that yet. That's entirely up to you. Feel so badly. Those bats. No. I doubt it. Wrong type of weapon for a start, because it's like Symphony that whatever weapon you use, they like hit in different ways, whether it's slash straight out or an arc and all like that, so... Very ominous looking flower. Yep, safer option. What the hell? It's a flying pig! You laugh, careful, I'll kill you. Archer, Archer, duck! So, Nick, how'd you die? You're gonna get killed. Yeah, I'll die when pigs fly. Funny that. Now I have to go sit through that cutscene again. Well, you don't actually. There's loads of different ways you can go. I'll never die. It's the Great Flying Oinker. Just gonna hide in the blood. Now, the other option you have up here, you can go up. Yep. Guns! Capacity boosted. I'm assuming that's bullet capacity. The minor knee. I know, right? The Black Knight falleth. Treasure! What treasure we got? Mask, what's up? How you keeping? Doing a little bit of Father-Son Sunday Metroidvania. Last week Symphony of the Night, this week it's Spiritual Successor. That wall looks a little breakily. Guess not. That's one way to do it. Oh. So it just wants you to go this way. What a fall. Graceful and elegant, dude. Graceful and elegant. No, he didn't. He called it a draw. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Are you good? Just trying to come up with mask designs. Oh, that's always the fun bit, dude. That's always the fun bit. I think you can skip it now if you've already done it. Yeah.
Miriam?
Alfred. I can't.
So what have you got so far, dude? Ooh, yes! Since more new people, Dead House promo time! Yeah! Fight the living, join the ranks of the dead. What have you got? Well, had the last hit with it. He'll eventually figure the bats out, Arab. He'll eventually get it. What's hilarious is the way he's doing this, but then if you watch him playing Dead Cells, like I've watched him absolutely blast through Dead Cells and ruin it. Just play this like you play Dead Cells. You're doing it well with Symphony of the Night. No, don't turn the controller sideways. Oh, you want to go back and save, is it?
Yes, I don't.
To be honest, I don't blame you. That really wrecks my head. Especially when it's the boss fight cutscenes you can't skip. You know, you die to that boss, you go in and he's got like a 2-minute unskippable cutscene before you fight him and then you die and again and again and again. What horrible game design is that? I had the last... Yep. I think anyone that's a fan of Legacy of Kain series, at least check it out, because once it launches fully, like, you can buy a Founders Pack and get in on the first and second ages, which, trust me, that's a very big thing you'd want to do. But if not, when it's releasing fully, it will be a free-to-play game, similar to Warframe, and more Bloodborne-y. I'm telling you, Wyvern Timber, if only Scott and the guys knew exactly how hard I'd be shilling. Summon Ghost. Is the Summon Ghost a good one? I can't remember. Come on, try it if you want. Might help you with the bats. Try Summon Ghost. Or Read, that works too. Nice. That could be handy. Why do you keep doing that?
I keep falling.
Yeah, just drop straight down through it. You keep dropping and pushing forward. I know the first thing I'll build in a Terraria streaming series will be a Deadhouse logo. Nice. Oh yeah, Nick. By the way, Wyvern Tamer there is a huge Terraria fan as well. That's mostly what my young fella plays. Terraria and Minecraft. Well, he's way better at Terraria. Significantly better than me when it's not Destiny. We should help him out a bit. Go down through the thing and we'll go through this carefully now, right? Don't stand near the edge, stand in the middle. Stand in the middle and just drop straight down. There. See? Eventually, good try is great. Daylight Master, what is it? Daylight Master mode for the worthy Empress of Light is BS though. I have no idea what that means. Do you?
Yes, that is the new stuff in 1.4, and I play on console.
Oh, do you not have 1.4 yet?
No.
Oh.
Comes out later for console and even later for Switch.
Ah. Yeah, but you play on other consoles and Switch, so you're winning either way. Yeah, I just skipped the dog, dude. You can just jump over. Just jump through it. Yeah, like Dead Cells, keep moving is always an option. Well, you managed to dodge them mostly. So we ran all the way around just to lose that health and come back. Although you think you got it this time, do you?
Yes.
Okay, Jesus. Gonna keep running in circles. Man, I want a couch like that. Just as a heads up. If anyone finds online who makes those couches, you don't need to run back in there. That doesn't work. If anyone finds out who makes those couches, ghost. Choose your ghost. Two. Oh, guys, you should have seen the first time I got him to try Dark Souls. I really wish I'd have streamed it. That was kind of funny. Still got hit by it. Nice. Shot. Empress of Light is one of the 14, the new 1.4 bosses. Bullet Hell 1. In daylight, she becomes capable of dealing one-hit KOs. And then there are different seeds for the worthy being one which makes the game harder. Master mode gives the enemies higher stats. These combines to make one of the most difficult bosses to do. Damn. Dude, I can't even beat the wall of flesh. Like, Nick's on hard mode, I can't even beat the wall of bloody flesh. Alright, see what it's like. Just because you get a new one doesn't mean it's better than the previous ones, but just as a heads up on that. Try it to see what it's like before you use it in combat. Oh, so it's a trap. Oh. Yeah, this guy brings you across.
Fancy a ride?
Why? Are you offering one?
I could take you someplace most interesting. The rub, of course, is that obstacle standing squarely in our path. See?
I doubt I
You
would be
get
able
one
to
of the
push it
best summons
aside.
in the game for
A
that.
shame
Cool.
you don't have a giant hand. Ah, wild and crazy things one could do with a giant hand.
Well, it obviously just gave you a hint about what's happening. So, go on. I think there's a save around here somewhere. You know what? You need a warhorse's key for that. If you can't deal with those bats, you're never getting past those frogs. Heads up. Mastered the flying pig. Summon. Ooh. There you go. Give a summon one. No, I think it's that one. You can summon the pig. You can summon Parma. Wait, Parma ham. I didn't honestly think you'd survive any of that. You have cheese. You eat cheese? Apparently not. Uh-oh. It's a trap.
Answer my call!
Okay, that's it. I don't trust it. I think you need to push it from the other side. Foreshadowing so. Jump across that side. Yeah. Get up there, yeah. Yeah, I would have done the same, dude. Step in it. Not with that little health, dude. Oh. Crimson Moon. Several months have passed since I wandered into the cath. I have managed to survive thus far by rummaging through treasure chests without the monsters taking notice. Will I find something palatable today? For once, I'd like to crack a chest open to find a mouth-watering. Yeah, chance to be a fine thing. do have a thing that'll send you back that save point if you want. Make sure you get another waystone before you venture out. Just because I know you'll lose a lot of progress. Now you're back. Talk to this girl. I think you might have completed her quest now.
Have you learned anything new?
Yep.
Good work. Here's your reward.
Here's your reward. You get 3 rings, because, yeah. And I think you want to call it at that, dude?
Yeah, I think we'll leave it there for today.
Yep. What do you want to say? Do you want to say... Now, before we go, tell the guys, give me your opinions. What's your thoughts on Bloodstained?
Okay, well, this is a great game. I think a lot of you should try it if you have Xbox Game Pass.
But you can pick it up on PS4 and Switch as well. Now, what do you think of it compared to Symphony of the Night?
The enemies are quite a lot different.
Enemies are quite different, huh? Well, actually, they're not. A lot of them are recycled. They just appear different. Looks okay. It's actually pretty fun, dude. It's totally one of those ones I'd pick up on the Switch to play on the fly. So, then, what would you think of this, then, compared to when you were playing Dead Cells?
This has a bit of a spike in difficulty.
You think this is a spike in difficulty compared to Dead Cells? I thought it was the other way around, man. I blast through this, man, but, I blasted through this on the Switch, and Dead Cells just throws me for a loop.
Well, maybe because I forgot the spike in difficulty for Dead Cells.
Possibly. Alright guys, I'm going to, one last time, going to drop in the Discord for anyone that hasn't joined in that would like to give a chat afterwards. And one last time, promo for Dead House Sonata, the spiritual successor to Legacy of Kain, new action ARPG coming out shortly. Get in on the first stage, guys. Grab a Founder's Pack. Just to give you a note, yes, that is an affiliate link, and we will put it over to this. And I shall be catching you back all again tomorrow. Monday streams are going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday until we get through Hellblade. Because I kept asking, where the hell am I? Turns out I'm actually in hell. Apparently that's how the game goes. And then every Sunday it'll be from 12 until about 2-ish. We'll go on through for father and son Metroidvania games. The fun part is Nick never knows what game we're going to play until I actually boot it up and get ready to stream, guys. Alright, so Nick, do you want to say...
Alright. See ya, and remember the power of cheese.
The power of cheese, man. Arbalisk, you've started something with that because he'll never forget the power of cheese. Alright, guys, I shall catch you all tomorrow. Nick, see ya.
See ya.